Hey, what's going on, Trav? I just, I don't know, just letting out what I've seen of recently, and how society is, and how it's more about control, and it's about control, and there are certain, how should we say, kind of like entities or the people that the masses look at for security are the people that are causing insecurity, right? So I must have seen this thing about the protests or whatever about I don't know, global warming or something. Some protest was happening or whatever, and so a guy's trying to drive his van, doing his work or whatever. So he's got out of his van to try move the protesters out of the way so he can carry on with his job. So then the police have seen him moving the guy, and they've started using like brute force on the guy when he's not in the wrong. The police are not actually doing their job. They're meant to protect and serve us, right? As they say, protect and serve the community and blah blah blah, but this is an illusion. They're actually just an extension of the people, should I say, not the people that are running the show, should we say. So I was thinking, it's interesting because when I was going out protesting in 2020, the police were jumping on us to try shut things down and to try not to create awareness and stuff like that, yeah? So I was like, okay, that's interesting, because when we was at the protest, I just remember someone was speaking. David Icke was actually speaking, and the police didn't do anything to Icke. But then as soon as this doctor come in from Germany and wanted to share his information and knowledge about what happened in 2020, the police literally jumped on the stage. They had to shut him up and started grabbing up people and shit. And it's like, oh, okay. And now basically everything has come out about how it was basically a test experiment, right? Like people don't actually, it wasn't trialed before them giving something to certain people, right? Like the masses, should we say. So they took part in a whole experimental program, should we say, even though we know kind of Earth is like a whole big experiment. Like the odds of Earth being like the only planet that can sustain life and stuff it's an experiment, isn't it? So about the protests and stuff. So they rushed the doctor, and basically instead of to stop information getting out, right? So then I saw the guy doing his job or whatever, and he's getting pissed off because they're trying to do this agenda about global warming, right? How global warming is a problem, and we need to stop cars and blah blah blah. And it was like a few weeks ago I put it down. I've done a little video, I've done a little short about it, how the protests that are about global warming are being advertised, yeah, but other protests are not being advertised and being censored and shut down. So there's obviously clearly something going on, because when do you ever see protests being advertised? You don't, because it's creating awareness, right? And so how comes all of a sudden for the global warming, there's everyone needs to know about it, there's protests about it, and Extinction Rebellion are actually run by George Soros, right? Like BLM, like they're all energy harvesting. Because I met a few people at the protest, and they were saying like it didn't actually achieve. It was fun to go to. We met some amazing people, but it did achieve certain awareness, right? But it didn't do it on a mass scale. So now when they were calling us conspiracy theorists, now we're not actually conspiracy theorists, right? We was actually trying to share truth with the masses, but they call us the conspiracy theorists, right? Okay, cool. So yeah, with the whole global warming thing, it's not actually global warming, it's actually the earth going through a cycle. Yeah, the earth naturally heats up and cools down, and goes through shifts with the, no, we're not going this way, just naturally goes through shifts, right? And we're going through a shift right now. From what from the stuff that I've been shown, and stuff that's just come up as well, and stuff like videos and just reading and stuff, we're meant to be going through like, I think it's like 26,000 year cycle, or 2,600 year cycle or something like that. So the earth is naturally just heating up and things are just changing, right? And it's not actually due to global warming. Certain entities, should we say, will have you thinking that horses and cows farting, yeah, are destroying the ozone layer, right? And driving your car is causing a big problem, right? But when these not even calling them beings, these entities have events or conferences to go to, guess what? They're all taking private planes to get there. They're not using FaceTime and Zoom. They're jumping in a plane and going to this event that they're holding, but they say it's us that's causing the problem with global warming. If you think about it, the people that are causing the most harm due to global warming and the destruction, yeah, mining oil, mining the lithium for the batteries for your phones and stuff, cutting down the rainforests, even taking, having private planes, yeah. Some people own their own private plane and want to fly everywhere, but they're going to moan at the little people for driving to and from work. Like, when was it? Was it 2020? I think it was 2020 or 2021 when they had the thing in Scotland about the global warming. Literally nearly every person had a private plane and flew to Scotland for this event. And that event, it was shown that event, from them taking their planes to Scotland, caused more CO2 in Scotland and in the world than Scotland makes in a year, right? But yet they're going to say, oh yeah, you got to stop doing this because you're creating CO2. But they're creating the mass CO2 levels, right? And where was I going with that? Even with the driving, so yeah, it's so annoying, it's so frustrating. And them cutting, I don't know about other countries and stuff, but in London they have literally closed so many roads to keep you just on one road, and they're from them supposedly cutting off these roads, yeah, they're causing more traffic build up, which is causing more CO2 problems. But yet then they're going to say that they're trying to help when they're causing more problems by blocking off the roads, right? So it doesn't make no sense. There's no logic. But people, yeah, it's just really weird. Like, yeah, everything that's just unfolding. It's just so frustrating. Everything that's unfolding is just it's frustrating. Yeah, it's very frustrating. Because the people that are supposedly meant to do you to govern, right? Like I don't need governing. People need to govern themselves, yeah? When you're being governed, you're looking outside yourself for guidance, right? When you need to be looking inside for guidance. So this is quite frustrating. Just everything that's going on is just frustrating. And it's just all about control. Like with people with farmland and stuff. Yeah, they're saying, hold on. jumping from topic to topic here. They're saying there's not enough, what's it called? There's not, the city, we're overpopulated, right? But as soon as you leave the city, if you go on a plane or whatever, you'll see how much land there actually is, yeah? There's bare land. But they're saying the world is overpopulated, but we're not overpopulated. They just want to cram people into the cities to keep the cities, to just harvest your energy. Like, humans, we're not meant to be in tower blocks, yeah? Stuffing like 100, 200 people or whatever in a tower block, they're all just harvesting your energy. People ain't meant to live like this. Go into supermarkets and stuff. People don't even know where their food is coming from, yeah? They don't know what they're eating. Like, for instance, like with with McDonald's, yeah? There is no way that just cows, yeah, because it's not cows in it. That's what I'm saying. You're probably like, if you're eating fast food or whatever, yeah, it's probably human, yeah, because there's no way that the fast food industry could stay in business. There's not enough cows. It's unsustainable. The amount of meat that they go through is unsustainable on a worldwide scale, yeah? They would have to, do you know how many cows they would have to slaughter to keep the fast food industry going? It just doesn't make sense. So yeah, they want people crammed into cities. They want people working their ass off for nothing. And one thing that come to mind, yeah, is like you have the people at the very bottom doing the most work, getting the less money, and you have people at the top that do no work and getting all the money. How does that make sense? That does not make sense. Everything in the 3D realm is in reverse. Like, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's so annoying. And more and more things coming in place to take people's freedom, and yeah, it's just like, it's all about control. It's all about control, and it's getting so annoying because the control, some people can't even see the control. It's like, you doing all this, like, I don't know, it just doesn't make no sense to me. Like, I don't know, the way I see the world is just totally different. It's just, yeah, it's just different. Like, you should be spending more time, like, it's consumerism. There's so much, I don't know, there's so much that I've got going on in my head right now. Like, the consumerism is taking people away from their authentic self, right? Chasing things that they don't need, to impress people they don't like, for shit that they don't need. And most of it is fucking unhealthy for you anyway. So what, you're gonna really be going to work to spend money on things that you might not even like? Listen, some of the clothes, like, I go for more comfort in it, yeah? So I've had a pair of Nike trainers, like, oh, I don't know. I just had a pair of Nike trainers, I'm just using that example. Everyone's wearing them. They feel so fucking horrible on the feet, yeah? But it's in fashion, right? So I didn't wear them. So I got them and I just didn't wear them. Because I go for more comfort. Like, I'd rather something that's cheaper, that feels better, you know, on the body. And yeah, I don't know, man. But then people I don't know, just think society is just, I don't know, man. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Yeah. But yeah, it's just about it's about control and oppression. The freedom of speech is going. It's so annoying, man. It's just so annoying. So annoying. But yeah, it's only a little quick video just on what I see anyway, man. What is going on currently, what just come to mind anyway. But peace, love and light, tribe, and I'm going to hit you guys up.